Yeah, like I said, we had GBP news and we got the data that we expected. So yeah, it wasn't anything too drastic. So yeah, it's literally happened. Yeah, added a position. Faye, you're learning how to stack orders, huh? You're learning how to stack orders. You asked me about it on Monday, and then here we are on Wednesday. You're stacking orders. So yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Yeah, totally correct. Why can't I let more people into the session? What's going on? Okay, there you go. All right, cool. So yeah, stack on the order. So again, yesterday we already know what happened in the news. The news kind of took our initial position. If you were in stop profit, if whoever left their profit, I mean their stop at the exact same place you might have stayed in due to spreads or whatever else, and then we kind of started going up from there. So yeah, to stack on an order, again, we literally had this candle just happened not too long ago. I actually got in. So again, I got knocked out yesterday. So yeah, I just literally got in on this trade again. But as Faye said, she literally just stacked on that order. So that's good. That's good. So we're still on course for, well, based on this trade, 220, 230 pips. So that's still looking good. Hopefully we do just hold that position and continue going up. I mean, market structure and everything else tells us that we should. So I don't see no reason why this should collapse and fold, especially with the data we just got. So this should hold. Yeah, this should hold, and then hopefully just let us get to where we want to get to. So the next hour candle is going to be opening in 12 minutes now. So yeah, this should hold and then do a thing. So we've got the engulfing candle. Okay, we've got the break above. We've tapped into this supply candle, and then now we've come back into demand. So like I always say, a kind of childish way to remember this is Tarzan. Tarzan swings from branch to branch, right? So again, just think about your trades as supply to demand, demand to supply, supply to demand, demand to supply. And that's literally how you keep swinging in the branches. And then you'll get to your end destination, which will be somewhere up here, hopefully. So hopefully this candle does hold. Okay. And actually, I'm not sure what my trading view is doing, but okay, cool. All right, we're back. So hopefully we do hold there. It looks solid right now. Engulfing candle. This other candle's gone above the previous price action, tapped into the supply, and now we've got this demand. Hopefully this does hold, and then the next hour candle does the exact same thing, and then we keep climbing. So that's looking good right now. Other trades that I was looking at the start of the week that I'm kind of invested in. So again, we had this GBP AD sell limit up here. Okay, when we was in and around this area at the start of the week, and then price collapsed, dropped into this area. And you can see the body closes right on top of this body. Okay, so always the wicks are more manipulation. Okay, because I always say if you go into the line chart, if you go into the line chart, the wicks are just manipulation. So you can see, I mean, literally we can do this. You can literally do this. Let me grab this horizontal ray, put that right there. Boom. You can see how clean that is. You can see how clean that is. But when you go into the candles, this is manipulation. So boom, there's your entry. Okay, so similar to GBP CAD, we're hoping that this can actually hold and then do exactly what we want it to do. If it doesn't, then we're literally flowing all the way down into the next area of interest, okay, which is, I mean, all the way down here. I mean, where even is our TP? We didn't even put one. But yeah, we're flowing into these kind of areas, which right now I see happening, but it doesn't, I won't say I see happening, okay? Because this trade here just makes so much sense to me. It just makes so much sense, like break a structure. Yeah, it just makes so much sense. So even on a 4 hour, we're holding at that demand zone. So this supply zone makes a lot of sense. So we just have to wait and see. Have to wait and see exactly what's going to happen. But GPAED is another one you could potentially look to trade up. When I measured it, I think it was about 130 pips. If you're looking to buy from this area, 150. Okay, so again, this morning, London session, we came down past that Asia session lows just by a tiny bit, not the biggest liquidity wipe ever. Okay, we did it by, yeah, 3 pips. Okay, but 3 pips nonetheless. Okay, did it by 3 pips. We came into this demand candle. Okay, and then we're looking to cipher up. What would give me more confidence about this trade is if we broke this high. If we broke this high, I would be more confident about this because what does that mean? That means technically we broke structure and we're coming back into area of demand where we can go up into. So it's still kind of holding right now, but I would have just been a little bit more confident if it actually broke this high and gave us a breaker structure and then continue rising. But yeah, that's one you can potentially look into as well. So minimum for 130 pips. It could potentially go higher, but just on the daily, I don't really see that happening right now either. Okay. It can happen. Okay, we broke it as low. Okay, but overall on the setup that we've got, I prefer if it just stays in this H2 and then drops from there. But again, as you can see, on this area here, we've got that supply zone. What time frame did I mark that up on? Weekly? No. So why is it so big over there? Is it 4 hour maybe? Let me just cycle down. This is why you should always mark up your. Okay, so it was the daily. So why did I mark it up like that? Okay, maybe I don't know. My trading view's been acting weird as well. Okay, so yeah, this specific candle right here. Yeah, that specific candle right there. So that's that daily supply. So let me actually label it now before I start cycling and wondering what I've done. Okay, so daily supply right there. So if we do go up from here, okay, we've got obviously this H2, which is about 150 pips away. And then we got this daily supply also up in the area. So from where we are right now, okay, to go into there's about 480 pips, and then to come into this H2 is about 140. So we'll see exactly what happens and how that plays out. But that's also one I'm looking at. So all GBP pairs right now, I'm just kind of looking to buy, including GBP JPY, which I'll go into in a second. But GBP CAD, which is the one that we was actually in from the start of the week. Again, if you haven't stacked up an order like Faye has, and this is your first entry, you can potentially still do this. Okay, because it's not really gone anywhere. Or you can wait for the next 7 minutes for the next hour candle. Your stop loss would be about 30 pips, however. Okay, it's not the worst in the world compared to what we want to get, which is about 220. So you just ask yourself, is that risk worth it for you? Okay. TP. TP for what? GP CAD? I'm guessing you mean GBP CAD. I mean, you can see this here. So 74,850. That's the overall TP I'm looking at, is like 220 pips. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for GP CAD. Already in this, entered again from yesterday after this bastard took me out. So yeah, we're in it again. And then the other one, GBP JPY. Okay, GBP JPY is one that I wasn't too keen on at the start. I wasn't too keen on at the start, but then on Tuesday, I started looking at this and I was like, cool, let's do it. And then today I stacked up on an order as well. So through here, so Faye. Again, if you ever doubt in yourself, again, just think about order blocks as platforms. Okay, just think about it as a platform. Let's just say, what can I explain it as? Let's just say you're jumping upstairs. Okay, let's just say you're jumping upstairs, right? You got one step, you jump onto the other step, then you jump onto the other step. Every time you see a demand candle that's in a bullish environment, that's a step for you to jump on. Okay, so you got the step, boom, engulfing, there's your entry. Okay, stop loss, just if you want to be aggressive, just under the body, or you can put under the wick, depending on what you want to do. Same situation here. Down candle that's got engulfed, same situation. If you want to enter here, that's another platform, that's another step. Boom, you buy up from there. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again. In a bullish environment, every time you see a demand candle, buy. There's your entry. Okay. I mean, obviously the news was distorted there. Okay. But again, same situation this morning. Demand candle in a bullish environment, boom, there's another entry. Demand candle in another bullish environment, boom, entry. Same thing could potentially happen here. Okay. So that's all you do to keep stacking orders. That's literally all you keep doing to stack orders in a bullish environment. But you have to understand the structure first. You have to understand why price is potentially going up. Why is it bullish? Where is it going to? Once you understand these things, then you can be confident in your buys, sells, whatever you want to do. Okay, that's when you know, all right, cool, we can actually do it now. Okay, so hopefully that's making sense. Very, very simple stuff. Very, very simple stuff, right? The other trade that we was looking at last week that we didn't get exactly what I wanted, but it came down into an area that I do like. Okay, so last week we was looking at this area for this to happen. We was looking at price to come up into here, take this liquidity and then drop, but it didn't do that. It just literally played off a supply candle in there and then dropped for how many pips was it? It was like 300 and something. Okay, for like 300 and something. It was yeah, 380. Let's just say 400 pips, bro. I missed this trade and I'm like, how the hell did I miss that trade? Either way, we came into this area which we was looking at initially for a buy, and I said this will potentially happen because the DXY should go up. So let me cycle back into the daily and what my vision was for this, and in regards to market structure and everything else as well. So with market structure, we see clearly in the uptrend, making higher highs, higher lows. We made a higher low right here, and then we haven't made a higher high quite yet. So when I looked at this area, we played off the supply. I said one or two things will happen. Is we're either going to come off this area and do the high high, or we're gonna violate it, and then obviously we're gonna start looking to take out this low. Regardless of what happens, we already knew we're gonna be in for a good time because let's just say we did sell from here to get 300 pips plus. Let's just say we would then sell from there again. There's another 600 pips. Okay, and then if it keeps going down, I mean, yeah, you have a lot of fun with it and a lot of money made. Okay, so with USD JPY right now, 2 days straight. Okay, actually, you could say 3 days straight, we're being bullish. Okay, and then now we're heading towards back this area. So again, because this liquidity didn't get taken in the first place, these equal highs through here. Now I'm seeing this higher high make more sense. But that puts me in contradiction. Okay, that puts me in a little bit of a contradiction of what I wanted to see. Kind of, yes and no. Okay, because technically it's not a contradiction, but it kind of is at the same time. Okay, so with the XY, we already said we're going to push up from this area potentially into here, which matches with USD JPY. So it's a good look for the short term. Okay, with USD JPY, obviously we know forex pairs move quicker than the actual dollar itself, so it could be a good thing for us. Okay, a little bit of a interesting point where I'm thinking, is it going to happen? But with the DXY, hopefully then pushing up, finally taking out this high, so very similar to the USD JPY, it can actually help us for our move. So it's USD JPY. Okay, it can actually help us for our move to then get new all-time highs again. I won't say all-time highs, but just a new higher high. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. For where we are right now, okay, I'm already in this. Okay, I'm getting back off of these errors. So currently floating about 100 pips in profit. And where I'm looking to do is just literally take out this high, okay, through here minimum, okay, which gives you about 330 pips, okay? That's more than enough for now. If you want to go all the way to the new highs, I mean, yeah, you could be looking at literally like 800 to 1,000 pips maybe, okay? So yeah, literally. So yeah, let's just focus on taking out this high for now. If the DXY actually plays game with us and then does our thing. What time frame do you usually work off to stack 1 hour or various? Okay, Faye, I work off various ones. So again, it depends what pair you're looking at. So let's just say you're looking at something like Euro USD. We already know Euro USD is the most traded pair in the market. So the value of it is quite weak because again, as supply and demand works in general, supply and demand 101, the more something is available, the less value it has, right? Okay, and let's not get into the men and women conversation. But the more something is more desirable, then the less value it has. Okay. The more something is rare, the more value it has, which is why when you see a Ferrari, when you see a Lamborghini on the road, you're like, oh my God, wow. But you see a Fiat, you see this car, you're like, wow, all right, I see that every day. It's like it's nothing. Okay. That's why when you see Euro USD, you can even go into the 4 hour time frame and you can be brave putting a stop loss there because you know the stop loss is not going to be anything crazy, crazy ridiculous. Okay, so something like gold, for example, you go on a 4 hour on a daily, you try to put a stop loss above a candle, you're looking about 150 pips, 200 pips for that one candle. Okay, so yeah, you just have to understand what pair you're trading. So you can do it whichever. But the best time frame I find personally to stack is 5 minute and 15 minute. Why? Because let me just do it on this chart. Okay, so let's just go on 15 minute. What happens is every 15 minutes you get a new candle, right? So for example, perfect example, actually a perfect example. I don't even mean to see this, but perfect example. So let's just count how many times you're gonna stack if you knew price is going up. Okay. So boom, there's one buy, not the cleanest, but you put your stop loss under there. Okay, based on this demand candle. Okay, let's get another one. Actually, let me just get this drawing tool as well. It's this one, right? So there's one buy. There's the second buy. Okay, nothing came quite into this one. Okay, but you could be brave enough just to execute this trade because it didn't quite touch the body, but you know it's within that range of your execution zone. Okay, so let's just say boom, there's three. Okay, you're looking for the next demand candle. Boom, this blue candle touches this one. There's four. Looking for the next one. Okay, I mean this one actually comes down 2 times, but let's just keep going through here. Okay, boom. How many is that now? One, two, three, four, five. Okay, because this demand candle, it keeps going, it touches it 2 times, and then it comes back under it. Okay, and then price is doing nonsense over here. But yeah, that's literally 5 trades from there. Okay, that's literally 5 trades from that specific zone. So within this range, let's just say we did until price will eventually go up. So we did about 20 pips, but you could turn that 20 pips simply into literally 60, 80. Okay, you can literally turn that into 60 to 80 pips because you've executed it multiple times. Okay, so in a bullish environment, all you're looking for is simply the next demand candle to play off. Okay, it's like steps. Okay, and you keep doing it. That's literally how you stack on your orders. So yeah, I hope that explains that very simply. And then now for Euro USD again, it's come up into this area again. And now with the DXY, again, why I like this, the DXY is supposed to be making its way up. Okay, so if the DXY is supposed to be making its way up, what do we know is going to happen as the direct inverse of that happening? Okay, let me just flip this upside down, and then it looks like Euro USD. Okay, so for Euro USD, this is what we want, but this is the DXY. So let me flip this the right way around again, and then we go into Euro USD, and that's exactly what we want. We want this to go down. So it's again the opposite of the DXY. So yeah, for that, that's coming to the area again. Not one that I'm really comfortable with, and I really want to trade because I don't like when price comes into area various times. Okay, but it is giving us the signs that it does want to actually fall down. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it for now. I don't like it. Okay, I don't like this price action. I don't like it. So for me personally, I'm gonna wait. If it breaks below this low and break structure through here, and it pulls back into something, then I'll be more confident with it. But for now, I'm just like, I don't really trust you. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna leave that for now. But for USD JPY, again, you already see I've marked out this H1 supply. Okay, I'm not sure exactly how this liquidity is gonna get taken out. Okay, but I'm ready for this H1 supply. Okay, to market execute again or buy limit potentially. Because right now we're working with 25 pip stop. It's not the worst in the world. Okay, considering what you want to get. Okay, but let's say 400 pips, risk £25 to get £400 back. Not a bad risk, right? So that's something I'm keeping my eye on. Okay, I'm already in for this area, but again, I'm just keeping my eye on for this. I've put my stop into profit, so I'm just waiting to see what happens, and then I'll market execute or put a potential buy limit here again, and then hopefully we then take out this high, and then take out this high, ultimately on the 4 hour and the daily. So for USD JPY, that's what I've got my eyes on right now. It can go way higher than that to make another high, and as you know, USD JPY pays out quite good. Okay, it pays out quite good. Just from here to here is 430 pips. If it does make a new higher high in and around this area, we're looking about 900 to 1,000 pips. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot on one pair, right? Okay, that's really a lot. So why am I looking at price this way? So again, this is an exercise you can do yourself. So let's just say from here to here, the length of that move should be roughly equivalent of this. Okay, but specifically I've put it just there because let me just cycle back. I think it was on a weekly. It was on a weekly. It was a weekly or monthly. I don't remember looking at this. Okay, there you go. Okay, so right here, and I probably should put a line there. So right here, let me zoom right in. Right here, you guys can see this gap. Okay, you can see this gap right here. That's that gap now I'm looking at to, yeah, eventually kind of fill, take out, and then come into. Let me just put this line here to make it out as supply. Okay, so yeah, around there. So I know on the weekly, let me mark this out as well. I'm gonna do it like this. And let me just extend this line. Bruh, what's going on? Okay, there you go. Let's just extend this. Oops. Why did it do that? Okay, let's take away just this one. So boom. Let's extend that all the way. Cool. So let's just go back into here. Okay, so you guys can see why I've kind of put it in around that area. Okay, that's why I've put that in around that area. But even if we did that, let's just be more accurate again. Okay, so the length of which one did I measure up again? I'm on a weekly, right? So the length of this move should be roughly about the same as that. And you guys see they you can't make this stuff up, right? You can't make this stuff up. I laugh all the time when I see it because it's even till now, I've been learning stuff for like 5, 6 years, and it still surprises me how accurate things are. Like it's mind blowing to me sometimes. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're looking for. So the length of that move should be roughly equal to that one, and you can see how bang on it is. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. So that's what we want to see. So let me shift this into here because this is on a weekly. All right, cool. So that's basically what we're looking for on GBP JPY. But yeah, that's all I've really got to update for now. Okay, we're gonna see how things play out. But yeah, is there anything anyone wants me to look at real quick before we lock this one off? What was the entry for GBP JPY once it comes back? GBP JPY. If I think if it comes back, I think it's kind of already gone. But let's just say because I already stacked on this. I stacked on it from here. It's going up. But yeah, just go into the 1 hour, look at this specific 1 hour candle, and then you can play off that 1 hour candle depending on how much risk you want to take. You can put it right under the body for about 13 to 15 pips, or you could put your stop, excuse me, just under the wick for 25 pips. So depending on how that plays, then yeah, that's how you do that. But yeah, just be patient for this candle, if anything, and then stack off that. What else? You sorry, I meant USD JPY. Oh, damn. All right. Where's USD JPY right here? So for that again, similar 1 hour time frame, you got this 1 hour candle in here. So just watch out for that. And I think that's probably the safest place you could potentially buy from. Okay, because right now we're just floating around this range, just doing some nonsense. So I'll personally wait because I mean, yes, you can think, oh, this is a demand candle, or whatever else. There's a gap here as well. But just think about the liquidity it's created. Okay, especially this is the Asia session range. So you want to take this out and then take this liquidity out, and then you got a gap here, which leads into this candle. So for me personally, that's the best possible entry. Everything else in here is more kind of risky. So I'll personally wait for this one. Okay, price level 146,900. That's that 1 hour candle. And then from there, you want to take out these highs over here, which is, I mean, it's a long shot. Okay, which will give you about three, let's say 400 pips. But first, if you guys are not comfortable holding that long or stacking your orders or managing it however you want, just target taking out this high. Okay, again, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen in this range or how it's going to do it. If it's going to take out this first and then drop, or just drop and then take that out. One of those orders are going to happen, but regardless, this is the deciding factor in what's going to happen. All right, so yeah, USD Chef, Euro NZD. USD Chef, this is one that's pissed me off because I had a nice entry for this initially, and then price has been playing around. So similar to USD JPY. Okay, very similar to USD JPY. It went slightly lower than what we wanted it to, but it's been floating around this area for yeah, literally a couple of days now. Okay, so USD Chef again. Let's go into the daily. We've still got the same outlook for it. So again, very similar to DXY, very similar to USD JPY. Okay, so for USD Chef, that's still what we want. So currently, from where we are 200 and let's say 210 pips away from that. Okay, so we're still looking at potential buys from here to come up into here, the supply, and then we'll come to take out this low. That's the ideal situation. But the way the price action is moving right now, it's moving kind of shaky still. Okay, it's moving kind of shaky. Okay, but one thing I did like when I just saw this is let me get my tool of this trend line. So we've got these equal highs. That's where your eye should be right now. Okay, of taking it out. What else have we got? So we've got this gap that's kind of playing around, but what is most important to me is potentially we can still play off this demand. Okay, you can still play off that demand potentially. Okay, and now that will give you again if you're playing off this demand for your stop loss just even under there, you're playing with only 8 pips. Okay, so it's potentially worth it. You're going to take out this high as TP1 maybe for 30 pips, and then obviously, as we said, you want to target that daily. That's all the way over there. That's about 220 pips. So USD Chef, in regards to that, you can look for something happen to that because that's matching with the DXY, USD JPY, USD CAD, and then obviously add this to the USD family. This is looking quite good. So yeah, that's something you can play off. The only thing I don't like about it is obviously after the news yesterday, this wick came right through when done all of that. But like I always say, what's most important is where the body closes. So you can see the body. Okay, it's like none of that even happened. Okay, you can see even the body over here. Okay, it closes on top of that candle. Okay, so what do we always like to see? Okay, we like to see again. Let me switch it to the buy side. Wrong one. Okay, we like to see top of the body 50% off that demand candle being respected, and then it goes, and then it comes again to take out the rest. So again, 20% will be taken here just to push it up, then the rest will be taken over here to then make a new high. So again, we can kind of see this as our 20% push off because we did that, create equal highs, and then now we can come in for the second hit and then go up again. Okay, so that's something you can potentially trade. Euro NZD. All right, we'll look at Euro NZD and then we'll call it a day. Euro NZD. Yeah, so I mean we're still kind of in the middle of nowhere. But we have taken out the high now, which is a positive. Okay, we've taken out that high now, liquidity white top. We've taken that out now. Okay, and then we came kind of lower after we did that, but didn't come into the entry that we would have preferred. And then now it's kind of floating in and around our sell limit. Okay, so hopefully if it does hit our sell limit, we just skip this entirely and then come down into our initial TP area anyway. Okay, so again, this is on Goldmine. I posted this on Goldmine on Monday. So yeah, just look for the sell limit on Goldmine. And then yeah, this is the trade we was looking at on Monday anyway. So 20 pip stop and at 240 pip TP. So yeah, that's your NZD. But cool, we're gonna leave it as that for today. I love you and leave you. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon at work or whatever it is that you're doing. And I'll catch you guys soon. Take care, man.